Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cheryl if you are new here, and I am here today to do the drunk book tag, Makeupless. This is the look. I have already had a couple glasses of wine. I have made another drink, which is my go-to mixed drink now, which is just Fireball and apple juice. It tastes like basically a bastardization of hard apple cider, so I'm here for it. So I wasn't tagged by anyone to do this, but I've seen it go around BookTube a lot, and these questions are fun, and drinking is fun, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into it. All right, question number 1 is wine coolers. You're 16 and you finally managed to sneak one of your mom's Smirnoff Ices. What is your most guilty pleasure read? Or one of your most? I don't have guilty pleasure reads. Like, if you judge me for reading this, the fuck off then. Like, I don't really care. Yeah, and I feel like this is a general sentiment when people do this question, is most people don't really have guilty pleasure reads. Like, if you enjoy a book, then you enjoy a book, and if someone judges you for it, then they can, just like I said, they can fuck off. All right, question number 2 is beer. You've made it to college and you're hosting your first kegger. Pick your favorite new adult or college age book. See, the problem I have is that I don't really read contemporary, and contemporary is what most new adult and like college age obviously books are. So the only like new adult book I've read is like Akamath. So I'm gonna have to go with Akamath. I need some more like college age recommendations, new adult books, preferably fantasy, because like I said, I don't really read contemporary. I don't really enjoy it that much. If you have some like fantastic contemporary you want to recommend me, go for it. But mostly I am looking for fantasy. So if you have any recommendations, leave them in a comment below. Question number 3 is tequila. You partied too hard last night and drank a little too much Jose Cuervo. I don't like tequila. What is a book that you never want to see again, or your least favorite book? Accidental Abduction. If you've been on my channel before, you know what I'm talking about. This book is a trash fire, rapey alien book that doesn't deserve the time of day that I keep giving it. Don't read it. Not good. Least favorite book. It is the tequila of books. Unless you like tequila, in which case it is your least favorite alcohol of books. All right, question number 4 is beer bong. What is a book that you read super fast? Queens of Geek. I read Queens of Geek in like one day, which is because it was easy. It's an easy read. It's a contemporary, like one of the few that I've read recently. And it was all right, but it was a very quick read. There wasn't much in terms of plot. It was definitely a character-driven novel, so yeah. Question number 5 is spring break. You've thrown your inhibitions to the wind and end up having a sexy night you'll never forget. What is your favorite smutty read? We're going back to the first question, the second question, and that is, I haven't read very many books with a lot of smut in them. I don't know why. It's not like I avoid these books, I just don't actively pick them up, and the books I do pick up just don't end up having that in them. So I'm gonna have to again go with Akamath, just because it is my favorite of the books that I have read that have explicit sex scenes in them. Because I'm not gonna say The Bronze Horseman, because that book is problematic, and it's one of the only other books I've read with explicit sex in it. So once again, leave me a comment down below if you have recommendations for me and smutty reads and all of that shenanigans. All right, question number 6 is screwdriver. I love them. The drink, not the tool. I am ambivalent to the tool. What is the most twisted book you've ever read? Probably It, because there was a lot of things that happened in that book that probably just did not need to happen, but did. Or really mostly any Stephen King book. I like horror and like that kind of stuff, but I haven't read a lot of it. And of the ones I've read, I'd say It is probably like top tier weirdness, twistedness. So I'm gonna go with that. All right, question number 7 is a Long Island iced tea, which is the melting pot of alcoholic beverages, and not actual tea, which is something that my dumbass thought it was for the longest time, and I was excited to try it, and then when I learned what it was, I was disappointed because I like tea not a lot of alcohol. And that is, what is one of your favorite diverse reads? And the only one coming to mind right now is The Diviners by Liva Bray. It's not one of my favorite books. I just finished it, so that's probably why it's on my mind. But it is one of the most diverse books I've read in that it involves people of color, it involves people of different sexualities, and like it's a really diverse cast of characters. And I enjoyed a lot of aspects of the book. Wasn't a favorite, but like I said, it's the only thing I can think of right now, so. Alright, question number 8 is Sex on the Beach. A drink that is great in theory, but but wasn't exactly all it was cracked up to be. I wouldn't know. I've never had one, so. And that is a book that just did not live up to the hype. Oh gosh, probably so many of them. A Darker Shade of Magic, or the whole series, the series as a whole. I enjoyed A Darker Shade of Magic, but A Gathering of Shadows kind of disappointed me. It was boring. I didn't really understand what everyone was like losing their minds about. So that one, I'm gonna go with A Court of Wings and Ruin. Like, I enjoyed it, but it was not nearly as good as Akamath, and I think a lot of people feel that way. Queens of Geek, I didn't really like that one very much. I didn't hate it, but it was a very average. Like, the thing with these books is they're all kind of run-of-the-mill, like about 3 stars. Nothing spectacular. I guess I could put The Diviners on here too, because I gave it like a 3.5, 3.75. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't like mind-blowing, so they just did not live up to the hype. So question number 9 is wine, my favorite of drinks. You've just gone through a rough breakup, so you park yourself in bed with your favorite bottle of wine, some ice cream, and a bucket for your tears. Name a book that made you cry out your feels. I don't often cry when I read books. Like, even if it's really sad, I'm the same way with like movies and stuff. I don't cry that often. The only things I can like actively remember crying about was the second book in the Wrath and the Dawn trilogy. I don't know why it made me cry, because it was kind of predictable. Like, I knew what was gonna happen, but like I still sobbed. Oh, Red Rising. I cried, or at least I started to cry. I had to stop myself because I was on my parents' couch. I cried in Red Rising towards the end with my favorite character. But if you read it, you know who I'm talking about. I cried. I was sad about a few other events in books, but they don't typically make me cry. Like I said, I don't even cry really with shows. The only show I like actively remember just like sobbing in was Full Metal Alchemist. I cried like 3 times. Heart-wrenching. And the last question is question number 10, Strip Club. I don't remember this question in the original tag, but it was on the list of questions I pulled, so I'm gonna go with it. And that's your favorite naked hardback. And this is the only one I've actually prepared an answer for, and that is this gorgeous, probably cheating version of this. And this is the like Barnes & Noble like leather bound editions of a bunch of different books and stories. And this is the Jurassic Park. It's Jurassic Park in the Lost World. It's got these beautiful like silver gilded edges, and the entire book is gorgeous. I love it so much. It is probably cheating because like it doesn't have a dust jacket. This is the cover of it, but you know what? I'm gonna go with it, so this is my choice. All right, those are all of the questions, and maybe a bonus question, honestly, for the, is it the drunk book tag? Is that the title of this one? The drunk book tag. I am not going to tag anyone just because I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable or obligated to do this tag or drink or anything. If you want to do this tag, go ahead. You are not in any way obligated to drink or be inebriated like myself. But if you think these questions are fun, go ahead and answer them and make sure to tag me in it and let me know. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are interested in my face and more of my shenanigans, follow me on all of my social medias. They are linked down below. I am most active on Twitter. It is my place to go. And I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye.